excuse me, sir. I'm trying to sell this, man. God bless you. Hi, excuse me, sir. I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm trying to sell this mystery box for $5. Do you think you would buy it?
I don't know. I don't even think I have $5.
Do you want to check your pockets, maybe?
I only have $1, I think.
You only have $1, and would you still help me with that?
Yeah, you could have it.
No way.
Yeah.
What made you want to help me?
You want others what you want done to yourself, right?
Right. It's more like a karma. You do good, good comes back to you.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, like, where do you live, you and your baby?
Really, I just go here and there around the city.
When you say here and there, like, are you like sleeping on the streets, or?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, like, how long have you been living like that?
About 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind sharing your story, what exactly happened? How did you become homeless?
My girlfriend got hit by a car right here on the street, and
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
yeah,
Where is she now?
in heaven.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, man. I can't believe. And then since then, you just
Been out here roaming around.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was probably so much depressing. What you have gone through, bro, I can't even imagine, people going through that. And honestly, how I can understand this, because I've been grown up by a single mom. My dad, passed away when I was 8 years old. And since then, I can imagine like how my mom has gone through, like, being single, and she still hasn't been with anybody, and respect for her, respect for you, man, like, but sometimes we human, bro, like, we cannot understand what's God's plan, Sometimes these good people, they go away sooner because God wants them there in heaven, like you said, in heaven, Sometimes I question God, why did you take away my dad? But then sometimes I think, you know what? Maybe he was such a good person that in this bad world that we're living in, people like God didn't want him to be around people like that. So what would be a message for people right now that are feeling lonely, or people that are being lost their loved ones? What would you say to them?
I would say hit your knees and pray, because someone does love you out there.
Get your knees and pray.
Hit your knees and pray.
Right. Wow. That is so deep, man. And a lot of people that actually do not believe in God, or they have lost their trust in God after losing their loved ones, what would you say to them?
Really, I don't know. I just say pray, man. Prayer is a powerful thing,
Prayer is very powerful.
Yeah.
And just what we were just talking about recently, that the plans that God has, we as a human cannot understand. Sometimes we will blame God. Why would you do that? But we cannot understand what he has planned for us,
Yeah.
So a lot of times we as a human make a lot of mistakes. We all make, are sinners. But sometimes the good people go at a young age because God needs them there, to run the heavens. So totally get that. Let me ask you, so since you're saying you're living on the street, where do you usually sleep? Like, do you have like a tent? Somebody helps you with?
Across the street in this field.
Okay, and is there do you have like a tent or something?
Yeah.
Are those tents like rainproof and the rain comes, or no?
Some of them, but I just put a tarp over it so it doesn't leak and shit.
Also, you put a tarp over it. Okay. And as far as the food wise, is somebody helping you out with food and stuff?
Well, usually I fly a sign and make enough money for me and my dog.
Okay, so you get him food and yourself food just from the sign. Yeah. Do you get a lot of rejection from people? Has people been rejecting a lot?
Of course.
Of course?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? Like, what would you say to people that when you see somebody with a sign, what would you say to them? Like, not to be rejecting.
I'm not proud of flying a sign. I mean, of course I don't like it. Of course I would like to have a job and do this and that, but us as humans, we have addictive personalities, and by having that, you get stuck in a rut, or stuck in this way of life a little bit, and until I'm ready to get out of it, it's just what I'm going to keep doing,
Right. But until your mind is ready and you're like, you know what, I'm done with this life. I want to start a new life. And people are being judgy, People think just because you're on the streets is because maybe you were doing drugs, or maybe you're doing bad things. But again, you have a different story. You just said that, you lost your partner, and that's the biggest damage that somebody can have, is losing your partner or your parents, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest damage that you can have on your mind, your body, your soul. It's a big damage. People don't understand that. And then you don't feel like eating, you don't feel like sleeping, you don't feel like doing anything after losing your loved one. So people are not understanding that now. And would you say to the people, like, don't judge somebody, don't judge a book by its cover, you know?
Yeah.
Just because somebody's standing with a sign or somebody's
Yeah.
asking you for money, go ahead and help them. Don't just think just because they're doing bad things, that's why they ended up. That's what people think, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm a human. I used to think the same way, but now, you know, hearing your stories, hearing other people's story, it gives me more motivation. Like, no, not everybody's bad. And you guys are the nicest people on earth. You guys help out each other. Like, I bought food for this guy, you know, like a week ago. You know the first thing he did?
Offer you some?
No, he offered like all the people that were around him. He
Yeah.
shared his food right away.
Yeah.
Instead of being selfish and mean and keeping the food to himself,
Yeah.
he called his friends or people that were around him. He's like, come,
Yeah, yeah.
like sit with me and eat. Like, you guys are always helping. And you only had $1, right?
Yeah.
If you had more, would you give it to me?
Yeah.
See? And what were you gonna do with that last $1 that you had? Were you gonna go probably like buy food or
Yeah,
something?
I think I was even buy soda or something.
Soda or something, right? And you still decided to help me instead. So that shows like your personality, the type of heart you have, is you have a giving heart. Not a lot of people have a heart like that. Especially the poor people, I feel like they are more giving than the rich people.
Yeah.
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
The people that are driving the nicest car, they don't want to even
Yeah.
give $1 to somebody,
Yeah.
and they put you down saying that, why don't you go work? Why don't you do this?
Yeah.
All right. I know I talk too much, man, but I mean, I loved hearing your story, and I wanted to, you know, share this with you. So this is a box, and it's not a regular box. I want you to turn it around and see what it says on it.
Wow.
And I want you to open. There's a note actually in there. So if you can go ahead and read that note for me.
You are an angel and a gift from God. This was a social experiment. Since you helped me, I want to bless you.
Yep. So stay here, right here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you an envelope, and I got something in there for you. Okay, so stay right here. Man, here you go. I got something for you in there.
Oh man. God
Yeah.
bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. What would you do with it?
Start a new life.
Start a new life, man. All right, brother. And just be kind, just how you are, just how you decide to help me. I want to give a message to people like, hey, keep helping each other. Even though you have less money, just like how he decided to help me, you guys should be helping each other out too, you know? All right, man. God bless you, okay?
Thank you.